All right, so this is an exercise that you can actually be doing without needing to book a call, because it's just going to require that you have a piece of pen and a paper, and you also have like something which is like a cup or a mug, and from that you will place that onto the piece of paper. That's the first number one thing. And this is the practice that we call the Ikigai practice. So the way that the Ikigai practice works is it helps us to uncover what our unique purpose is, because what Ikigai actually stands for, and the translation, because it's a Japanese word, is it translates to a reason for being, right? So that essentially means that this is your purpose, your reason for being. And when we do this exercise, it's going to unlock within you those subconscious answers as to what is your reason for being without you consciously thinking about what that is. And that's where the truth lies. So with the practice and how we're going to get you to do it, number one thing that you want to do is you want to actually start off by drawing a circle in the middle of your piece of paper using a mug, using a little cup, and then drawing around that. And then once you've got that, you want to do that again to create a Venn diagram. So you do one circle, then the next circle right next to it. Then you have a Venn diagram. Then once you've got the Venn diagram, you're going to create a triple Venn diagram by doing it again. And then you end up creating a quadruple Venn diagram by doing it a fourth time. So now you have the actual structure of what it's going to be like. And before we use the picture itself, what I would recommend is just having another sheet of paper, which is going to have 4 different lists on that piece of paper. And the first list that you have is answering one question, and you have to write as much as you possibly can. Write pages and pages, whatever you want to do. Write as much as you possibly can until you can't stop writing. And the first question you want to ask yourself is, what is it that you are good at? What is it that you're good at? This is actually going to help you with the Why I'm So Awesome list as well, by the way, that we're going to do next. But you can start to write this down first. What is it that you're good at? What are your unique abilities? What are the talents that you know that are your gifts? So you have all of that list written down. Then you have the next list, which is, what is it that you love? What do you love? What are you passionate about, right? What do you feel that connection to? And write a list of all the things that you love next. Then once you've got that list, the next list that you want to have as well is you want to ask the question of, what can you be paid for, right? What can you be paid for right now? Whether that you feel like you could be paid for a job, whether you could be paid for babysitting, paid for coaching, whatever it is that you can be paid for right now, what can you be paid for as an individual? The fourth list that you want to write answers for is you want to write answers for the question of, what do you believe that the world needs right now? So if you believe that the world needs to be at a higher level of consciousness like I do, then you can write that down. If you believe that the world needs good parents and good leaders like me, then you can write that down. And you can just write down any of the answers for those, and as many as possible as you can. So then when you've got all the lists, the next thing that you want to do is you want to put those lists into the circles, into the outer circles. And through doing that, you're going to be able to see what it is that you have. And the thing is, you might find it a little bit difficult to put them in the outer circles because you have so many in the list. So then what I would do is I would just put in like your top five or 10 things in the outer circles. So then you should have like this Venn diagram with the outer circles of having the things that you've written down, right? Just in those sections, which are mutually exclusive. And then what we get to is the points where they correlate. So you'll have the what you love and also the what you are good at, which correlate together. And I'm going to put a picture of the Ikigai so that you guys can see how to draw it out. But you have like these two that will combine together, and then you want to look at the answers of the two and ask yourself a question of what words can you come up with that describe in a simple form both of those things. So if you had 5 or 10 things in the what you love and what you're good at, like what words would describe that but in a simple form? And just think of maximum 3 words, and you do that for all of the sections that correlate with 2s. Then once you've done that, you can even take it a step further and go to the highest level where you find out what is that main Ikigai by thinking more about how the 4 combine together. how the four that correlated, how they all combine together, and whatever words that you start to have in the middle, this is now sharing more about what your Ikigai truly is. So what I might do as well at the bottom of this video is, once I get somebody who has actually gone through this with me, I'm gonna record that so you can see how it's done, and then we'll put that beneath so you can take a look. But yeah, if you have a go with it yourself, if you need any help, let us know. We can help you out. Send us a message. And once you've got your Ikigai, the best thing that you can do with it is put it on a piece of paper, like on your wall, where you can see it every single day, so you never forget your purpose, your reason for being. And it's just very simple, right there in front of your eyes, because you've gone through this practice. So yeah, simple exercise, but super, super powerful, and it's going to help you out a lot in gaining that key of spiritual connection.